Hey there, fellow speed demons. Today we're diving headfirst into the world of the fastest street-legal motorcycles. No need for pocket-sized bikes or adventures in the wild, just pure, unadulterated fastness. And for those of you who might have snoozed through English class, let me remind you once more, we're talking street-legal motorcycles. So, hold your horses on the Kawasaki H2R for a minute. I can already sense the keyboard warriors gearing up to type their outrage. Why isn't the H2R on the list? It's got 1,000 horses and does warp speed. Well, folks, it's not street legal, my friends. We're keeping it real here, on actual streets, not the racetrack fantasy land. Seriously, when's the last time you saw an H2R on the road? Now, I know speed can be measured in many ways. Horsepower, top speed, 0 to 60 times, and all that jazz. But to make this video more entertaining than a spreadsheet, we're going to rank these bikes by power to weight ratio. Plus, we're sticking to bikes that are still in production. So, Grandpa, as much as we love your VMAX, it's time to park it. Hit that notification bell to keep up with our future two-wheel escapades. Alright, let's get the countdown rolling in reverse. In the number 10 spot, we have the Suzuki Hayabusa. It's easy to forget this beast rolls off the factory line without a turbocharger. In 2023, the Hayabusa churned out 190 horses and 110 torques, with a top speed of 194 miles per hour. This power comes from a beefy 1340cc inline 4, tipping the scales at 582 pounds. The Hayabusa is an absolute unit, a bike that even beginners can grow into. It's got a reputation, not just for its performance but also for its unique fanbase. Suzuki seems to know it too, with marketing slogans like, well, it's a Hayabusa. Slow it may be in this lineup, with a power-to-weight ratio of 0.32 horsepower per pound, but it does sound pretty sweet. Now, for number 9. We've got another Japanese inline 4 powerhouse, the Kawasaki ZX14R. This bike used to rule the quarter-mile kingdom, but now it's getting overshadowed by the supercharged H2. With a whopping 1441cc engine, it pumps out 208 horsepower and 113 feet-pounds of twist. Weighing in at 598 pounds, it could use a turbo kit for some extra oomph. Sadly, it's disappearing from European and Asian markets due to emissions, so pour one out for this ninja beast. The ZX14R has a power-to-weight ratio of 0.35 horsepower per pound. Now, I promised fast bikes, but our number 8 entry might raise some eyebrows. It's the Lightning LS218, an electric motorcycle. Don't run away just yet. We're talking speed, not convenience. The LS218 claims to be the fastest production motorcycle with a top speed of 218 miles per hour. It packs 200 horses and a claimed 168 feet-pounds of torque. At 495 pounds, it's got a power-to-weight ratio of 0.4 horsepower per pound. Plus, it's got adjustable suspension, Brembo brakes, and battery upgrade options if your pockets are as deep as the Mariana Trench. Though I'm not sure how far you'd get going 218 miles per hour. In the number 7 slot, we have the venerable Kawasaki H2. Kawasaki knew they had to step up their game to avoid fading into obscurity. The Ninja H2 boasts a 998cc inline 4 with a supercharger, straight from the factory. Applause for forced induction. It delivers a jaw-dropping 228 horsepower and 105 feet-pounds of torque, weighing in at 529 pounds. With a power-to-weight ratio of 0.43, the H2 embodies the work smarter, not harder ethos. This modern marvel comes with all the latest superbike bells and whistles, like a TFT dash and an up-and-down quickshifter. Heck, we even had its cousin, the ZH2, in the shop once, and it was an absolute blast. Now, rolling into the number 6 spot is the Yamaha YZF-R1. It may seem less exotic without a massive engine or a supercharger, but it's still a worthy contender. The R1 rocks a 998cc inline 4 with that iconic cross-plane crank, giving it that unmistakable exhaust note. It packs 200 horsepower and 79 feet-pounds of torque, all while tipping the scales at a svelte 448 pounds. With a power-to-weight ratio of 0.45, it's no slouch, but we've got some heavy hitters coming up. The R1 may not be the top dog, but it sure sounds like a boss. Now, buckle up, folks, cause we're entering the heavyweight division, where these bikes have over 200 horsepower and a hefty price tag. In the number 5 slot, we've got the BMW S1000RR, making 205 horsepower and 83 feet-pounds of torque from its 999cc inline 4. This bike is no slouch. It's nimble, quick, and track-ready, but some owners might give you a different impression. We get it, you can afford it, but the S1000RR won't get you the recognition you missed out on in private school. You'd be better off in the boardroom, trust me. Hey there, Ducati enthusiast. You can start typing those comments, because in the number 4 spot, we've got the Ducati Panigale V4. It's got an 1103cc V4 engine and is often hailed as the best bike for the track or the streets, according to some very opinionated folks on the internet. It cranks out 210 horsepower and 90.6 feet-pounds of torque. Weighing in at just 436 pounds, it boasts a power-to-weight ratio of 0.48 horsepower per pound. But let's not let the fanboys overshadow this fantastic motorcycle. It's a true gem. And now, we're in the top 3. In the number 3 spot, we've got the Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade. Yep, all those R's make it clear, it's a race bike. With a 999cc inline-4 engine pumping out 215 horsepower and 83 feet-pounds of torque, this thing means business. Weighing in at 443 pounds, it rocks a power-to-weight ratio of 0.48 horsepower per pound. To put it in perspective, a Tesla Model S Plaid, one of the fastest production cars, only has a power-to-weight ratio of 0.21. That's right, the Fireblade is no joke. Now, in the runner-up position, we have the Aprilia RSV4. This beast features a revamped 1099cc V4 engine, cranking out 217 horsepower and 92 feet-pounds of torque. With a weight of just 445 pounds, it boasts a power-to-weight ratio of 0.49 horsepower per pound. Trust me, I had the privilege of riding one of these on the track, and it ripped like nobody's business. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the number 1 fastest bike, the Ducati Superleggera V4. Ducati enthusiast. The Panigale was just a warm-up act for this bad boy. Limited to 500 models, this is a bespoke masterpiece that shouldn't even be street legal. With its 998cc V4 engine, it pumps out 224 horsepower and 85.6 feet-pounds of torque, or 234 horses with the optional race kit exhaust. At $100,000, it's a true rarity. With more carbon fiber than a Boeing 787, it's incredibly light, tipping the scales at just 336 pounds dry. Its power-to-weight ratio of 0.59 horsepower per pound is mind-boggling. It's nothing short of insane, and I'm not sure how it's even allowed on the streets. And there you have it, the top 10 fastest street-legal motorcycles. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop. Keep watching, folks.